Hello, welcome. Let me double check that I'm recording properly. It's got my voice, got Minecraft. It's time to continue playing as Howeed. Set everything up. We have all our items back. That's right, we have that stuff. Immediately, Howeed is in a world of pain. Fire has encroached Howeed's great nation. Howeed must escape. As usual, with this Howeed episode, it's only going to be a one-off. Or, not a one-off, but one record and done. I wanted to have a bit of a break with the new characters before I make yet another new character. Because I made... Oh, shoot. Okay, we need that there. Just so we don't waste that many oak logs. Alright, Howeed, you gotta go in the ocean. Anyways, I didn't want to play the Prospector since we've played a bit too much of them, and it would be a bit much to go from one new character straight into another. So we're gonna have a bit of a Howeed episode today. Alright, immediately jump starting a topic. I remembered at work today this one time we were hosting an event and I was with one of my managers, like, in the smaller event room, and it was like for a college thing, so there was a lecture going on, and I was listening in to what was happening, and at some point the guy that was speaking was just kind of saying stuff like random nonsense, right? And he was starting to say like slang, right? Like he started talking about slang like 6-7 and like other stuff. But the weirder part, the weird thing about that was, like, he was saying that in a way to try and, like, get a response, or, like, judging the crowd, like, 6-7? Skibbity toilet? Ohio? Like, I don't know what he was doing necessarily. I believe he was talking about memes. I don't understand why he was, though. And so he just kind of like he just kind of said it in a weird way that was just so. And then the thing that got my manager's attention is he played Baby Shark. He played Baby Shark on the mic. to a room of college students. Crazy. Also, Hoid is now going to own this Sky Island. Hoid is our Lord and Savior. This shall be the land of Hoid. No torches allowed up here. Dude, it's gonna be so hard. Oh, if Hoid ends up, like, getting stuck up here. Hoid doesn't know how far, like, Hoid would have to memorize the way down, otherwise I guess Hoid's jumping. Into nothingness to escape the fire. I remember talking about that with my friends, like the day it happened. And like we came to the conclusion that that's just what college lecturers do, I guess. They just say 6, 7 and other memes. I guess Baby Shark is a meme. I don't know why he chose Baby Shark. This is the land of Hoid. This looks beautiful, actually. Alright. We need to make crafting table. And we will make a pillar of dirt here to signify that this is our crafting table. Plus, do we got a button? Alright, time to make some buttons. Huh. Might as well use up all of those planks since we can't. It's not like we can tell the difference. Alright. Let's make an axe for Hoid to oh. Alright, there we go. Alright, where... Oh, no. Where's our... Hello? Pickaxe? Okay, we got... Oh, that's a pickaxe, not an axe. Dummy. Alright. And then... Cobblestone. There we go. Okay, now we got an axe. We should make a little bit of damage on all of our tools, so that way we know what is what. Alright, sapling, leather, where are all our tools? There's another pickaxe. Okay. Where... Oh, man. Okay. Wait. I got an idea. This is a horrible idea. Why did I do this? Okay. We got some leather. Okay. And stone axe. Alright, let's take our stone axe and let's get some resources. We've got a whole hour of hoe-weed ahead of us. Anyways, I finished the character creator. So next episode we're gonna make a character using the new creator. Let's clear all these trees, and then we'll have space to build something. I actually don't know what Howeed's goal is now that Howeed was kicked out of his own kingdom. Oh, we didn't even take our barrel. Whatever. There wasn't even anything in that barrel anyways. So someone else can take it at some point. Something I did realize with Bishop was I may have put Bishop a bit too far from everyone else, so I'm going to... I think I'll have a limit to how far people can spawn based on the amount of characters that have been around. So Bishop is going to be lonely for a while, but not forever. Someone will eventually spawn within proximity of Bishop. But the important thing is that I'm going to limit how many people spawn close to 0. So obviously the first character spawned at 0, 0. Second character spawned around 0, 0. Third character, which was Howeed, he also technically spawned around 0, 0. At least we had him start off there, roughly, before we, like... we'll say that us climbing on the mountain and then putting on the horse blinders or whatever you want to call it, the lowering the render distance, we can say that that was not entirely canon, so that means that he still spawned closer to everybody else, which means that our fourth character, Charlie, ended up spawning kind of close by, but not too close by. So our first 3 characters, it doesn't matter now, but or maybe it should be based on character count. I might need to do that. That might be better? Quote unquote? Question mark? I actually don't know if that's better or not. If it should be based on lifetime amount of characters or current characters. Okay. We're just mining our trees. I listened to myself at work today. I was listening to videos so that way I could remember to put in the show and tell for things. I didn't think of a show and tell for this episode. I really should. And I should write it down. That's a thing that I realized I need to start doing, is writing down what I put for show and tell in what episode. I can end up doing that tomorrow, since today is... I mean, I'm lucky that I finished work early. It was scheduled for, it was scheduled to 10. Like, the event was supposed to end at 10, which means that they had from 9 to 10 to leave, but they actually end up leaving before 9. So everybody was gone before 9, which means that we got out extremely early. So I'm trying to record a lot more episodes. I was thinking originally for the day, I wanted to do a Hoeed episode again. And I thought I'd just do a Hoeed episode. But right now it's only 11:16, so I actually get to do like a few episodes today. Not that that matters to you. You only get an episode a day. Or an episode a week, depending on how the structure is. There's a lot of stuff that I need to work out when it comes to this. One, figuring out how much I really want to be doing this. Also, man, I did lock the day, right? Options, world options, game rules, day. Okay, no. So day doesn't progress. So it's just dark because of the rain, I believe. Anyways. There are things I gotta do. Like, I gotta learn coding. I gotta get back into that. I've been putting it off for quite a bit now, which is bad. I want to make a game, and I'm not really taking the steps to learn it, which, you know, not a good thing. I gotta get back into it. I gotta start doing my homework, quote unquote. Since I kind of hope to get it done in like a year. That's maybe asking a bit too much for me, at least, considering the fact that I am not very good at staying focused on one thing for a long time. And that was a big tree. Now we gotta get back up. Okay. But I really gotta learn. I mean, there's a lot of things I gotta learn that I feel like I tackle on a bit too much, but there's a lot that I need to do in order to accomplish goals. Like, my parents told me that we're gonna go visit our cousins in Chicago again, and all of them speak Spanish, and I've had years to learn it, like, since I've seen them. Like, it's been years since I've seen them. Decades, I think. or a decade probably. And I still haven't learned Spanish, despite the fact that it's something that I want to do. I just haven't done it. I gotta put you know, that might be a new thing I can put on for this, is I switch stuff to Spanish. I might be able to actually, like, learn something. That would be neat. I force you all to learn Spanish with me. You probably aren't going to even learn it. You're just going to tolerate the Spanish, and I'm just going to have to learn. But definitely not learning with Hoey, because I need a bit of a visual thing to associate the words with. I can't just associate white, blanco. I know that's white, or at least blank. I know a bit. Like, I know enough to understand some conversations in my work, specifically work-related conversations. But visual stuff also helps with that. Like, I can watch the hand movements and the facial movements of, like, the people who are talking and get a general understanding that, oh, okay, you gotta clean up this part here because of tomorrow we're doing this or whatever. I may not understand it 100%, but I know it enough to at least get what's happening in the conversation there. But when someone's talking to me in Spanish, it feels like I go deaf. It's weird, because people say words that I know, but my brain is stuck there like, wait, they're directly talking to me. I gotta pay attention to the words now. I don't know. I also am not, like, good at speaking Spanish yet. I need to actually learn that part. Is how to talk in Spanish. I know how to listen in Spanish, but I don't know how to talk yet. I also need to learn to drive. That's a big thing I need to learn. That's like, I should say that's like a main goal for the year, but like, if the coding is the main goal for to get done within a year, I mean, I guess it's not really that I need to get it done within a year. It's that I kind of want to get it done before I end up going back to the previous place I was stationed at. Because my dad got a promotion, so we ended up moving to properties within the same company. Like, we're still a part of the same company, but we're in a different, like, place now. And we're gonna be there for like a year to train everybody, since we're seen as like the most capable. I mean, we were a package deal. You had one manager, one server, and one houseman. My job as a houseman is like set up the furniture for everything, and also to scrape plates. And this location is easy, but I miss all the people of the previous location. And in fact, the little video game I started talking about, I started talking about it with some of the, like, coworkers at that location. Oh my god, Hoey randomly stumbled upon iron. He's blind and he's doing better. He's blind and he's doing better than Bishop. Man. Okay, we got 2 raw iron. Is there any more iron around this area? Oh my god. Iron. Holy, 4 pieces of iron. This is huge. For a blind man, no less. But yeah, I miss the people I worked with. I'll still see them around. They've been around for a bit. Like here and there in the other location. Like they came over because this location we're at now really did need the help. Like it really did need my dad to come in and fix everything because it's all over the place. But that means that I got like a year or 2. It's until we get the place to run on its feet. You know what? I know what show and tell can be for today. It can be one of my coworkers' YouTube channels. Because he showed me it, and I'll give him a shout out. Go give Zaire some love. If I'm gonna remember it. That's an important thing to remember. Okay. Now that we took down quite a few things, do we have some stone? Where did our... Come on. Cobblestone. Okay. Furnace. Let's get a button. Birch. Where's our birch? We can't smelt. That's right. Hoid is afraid of darkness. Or afraid of fire. We can smelt. Maybe. But we're gonna have to, like, make... Okay, here's the idea. In order for Hoid to progress a little bit, we're going to build a diving board, kind of. Where should I build it? Probably... Alright, we're going to build a long board so that way we can have it completely out of our sight. We just run away. As soon as we smelt something, we'll run away from it. Hey. Wait, is this... Oh, these are logs. Damn it. Okay, hold on. We gotta turn these logs into planks. Put some planks down. Okay. As long as we don't end up rolling a character that is too close to this island and then immediately puts down torches, causing Hoey to run off the island. This is Hoid's home. Hoid doesn't need to worry here. Hoid is far above everybody else in his own isolated world, where he can be king. Maybe, that's a horrible goal to give Hoid. I don't know if Hoid's gonna be able to get it. The royalty goal, which is to get a fully enchanted golden helmet. I mean, could be possible, but I doubt Hoid has the capacity to stumble his way into that. Okay. let's put this here. All right, dirt. All right. The good thing is that since Hoid isn't peaceful, we don't have to worry about like mobs, and we don't need to worry about food. We literally just Hoid's misery is external to the game. It's not the fact that he's playing like he's trying to survive like on an island or like all the other characters. It's the fact that he has to survive around all the other problems that he's got to deal with, that being the other people. Okay, raw iron. And then we'll turn around. We'll go right here. Hoid, run. Run, Hoid. We now cannot check on that iron for like a while because we can't like go back and look at all that. We don't need food, so let's make a barrel again. Wait, oh, planks. Where? Furnace, crafting table, barrel. Okay, we got 2 barrels for Hoid. Hooray. Oh yeah, I need to get Hoid a skin. Because I'm gonna get skins for... Probably the next character I'll get a skin for him, but I don't know what skin I will get them. But we'll get a skin because I think it would be interesting to just have each character get their own skin and their own texture pack. Hoid gets this blank world. I mean, every other character would also, or every other blind character gets this too. We'll put... Okay. Do we have dirt here again? Where's our dirt? There's our dirt. Man, it's so hard to tell what I have sometimes. Hopefully we can get a character that has meta knowledge, because then they could help Hoid. Okay. Alright, barrel. And barrel. Hooray. Here's our stuff. Alright. We should also make a chest. I genuinely don't know what to do for Hoid. Hoid doesn't... I guess Hoid's gonna just kind of deck out this area for the next 30 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make some chests, because there's some stuff that Hoid won't need at some point. What is this? This blindness is really tripping me up. Oh, we haven't been playing with... There we go, sluggish. We gotta remember that. Alright. Okay, We don't need these saplings. We can make our crunchies again. Birch sapling, leather. We don't really need the leather. Sticks. Damn, we got a lot of sticks. Leaf litter. We'll put our extra sticks there. Oak sapling. Okay. Okay. What do we do now? We can't go check on that iron. We might as well make this area somewhat, like, not rough looking. So let's focus on that, I guess. We gotta make this place accessible for Hoid. We also want our crunchies. Oh, this was this the way? Yeah, this was the way we came up. So we gotta adjust this area too. We'll be lucky to stumble across some stuff. Oh man, I'm just thinking about what if Hoid got in the nether. That would be so bad for Hoid. Dude would literally not know anything in there. Okay. Alright. Let me come back up here real quick. And okay, let's just make some stairs. Make a stack of oak stairs so that way we can make this up here. Okay. Next topic. Cushions. For Minecraft, the new cushions. Well, new up and coming for me. Probably been around for 90 years for you. Interesting. I didn't ever think that we'd get something like that. Just the ability to put blocks, like stair log it. Basically, I've heard some YouTubers say that you can stair log, like water logging. Kind of a dumb, like, way of phrasing it, but it's just kind of how it be. I'm not much of a decorator, so I'm not gonna get too much out of it. Maybe I gotta make that a goal or something. I mean, it's a job, kind of. But maybe I should make that like an official thing. I also think jobs, I might do like a small bit of fixing before we end up rolling the next character, since I feel like I should split jobs a bit more. I feel like I made them too... I don't know. I made them too all-encompassing. Like one job does 50 things. I feel like it's a much better thing to have jobs be split into like 50, so that way a character can have multiple jobs instead of like one job that does multiple things. That feels much better for character creation. We have our crunchy leaves back. Okay. We gotta make a shovel, I think. Where are our sticks? Sticks. And then where's our cobblestone? That's right. Shovel. Okay. So we will start here. I think it's a lot easier for us to do a lot of removing. Howeed is a landscaper. That's Howeed's job. He gets to remove stuff. I don't know what Howeed is. Howeed is Howeed. Howeed is some horrid goblin creature. We don't know what Howeed is. Howeed doesn't have time for gender. Howeed is trying to live their best life. We're gonna have the you know what? We should have the gender talk. I don't know if I want to save the gender talk for when we get into character creation, because it's better to have that lesson when it's relevant, because that's a new category, is identity, which gets into gender and sexuality, quotation marks, romance. We're not bringing sexuality into here. I'm gonna give you a stern talking to about the difference between the two, since I feel like some people can't get the difference. They just can't get them separated in their mind, and that's a bad thing, very bad thing. And I don't want to go over the same topic, because I'm probably gonna talk about it then when we do character creation. So it's better to save it for then. Okay, let's see where. Alright, we'll shovel this area here. Make this entire area flat, so that way Howeed doesn't need to worry. I mean, oh my god, I can't believe I wasted so much time. We've only got 7 minutes left to do something before we're off of Howeed and making another character. Okay. But, oh shit. In that case, it's not even worth talking about most stuff. You already know what it is. You get the drill. 7 minutes until we're done. 6 minutes until we're done. I'm just gonna be quiet then. And go make another shovel. Oh, we can check on that iron before the end of the video. No fire? No fire. Oak planks we can put. Put some oak planks in there and some oak logs, and we book it. We run away, because now we can make a shovel, an iron shovel. Planks. Wait, that's right, not planks. We need our sticks. Iron shovel. Man, I just thought of a topic, but it's the end of the video, so I can't do it. And it would only really be relevant to Howeed. Alright, I gotta dig up a little bit in order to do this. 1 minute left. We should get back over to the chest. Less than a minute. Good night.